20 years ago, in this great city of Ibadan, a certain late Mrs. Oyiza had a dream, a vision like no other. Amid kids out there with no homes, no family, and to give them a reason to hope again, to live again, to dream again, and provide them with lives their families could not give them. Sadly, 2 years later, she passed on. Our children, Mrs. Joy Taiwo and Mr. Idris, tapped into this vision and didn't allow it follow late Mrs. Oyiza into the grave. They provide and cater for over 40 children, with 9 in the university. They have pursued the dream their mother had.
God be the glory. When we lost our mom, myself and my brother, I personally thought life has ended for us because she being a breadwinner. When we got home and we broke the news for the kids, and they were all crying, everywhere was sorrowful, they were all crying. Some were holding her pictures and were crying that, oh, what will be their end now that their savior, in quotes, was gone. I was like, are we going to shut down this place or what? What are we going to do? But the children did something so unique. The first day I resumed back here, after morning and after we lay down to rest, my mom to rest, they ran to me from our entrance. They all ran to me, the younger ones, and they were saying, "Mommy, mommy, 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 you're welcome." That was where I got inspired that, wow, these children are now looking up to me. They felt somebody is gone and somebody, will I be able to deny that? And I just pick up that courage there that, wow, I can do it. Because I was just 22 years old and my brother was 24. But we found joy. I found joy when I come into the gate from work anywhere, how they ran to me like, "Mommy, mommy." I felt so happy and I don't want to miss that part all through my life. So I decided to pick up the vision. I look at my brother and I asked him, "Can we do it?" He said, "We can do it." And we said we will do it. And that has been our strength and power.
In every establishment, there will definitely be obstacles. For a charity business, rent, clothing, feeding, medical provision, you name it. Now coronavirus has come along. How have they coped during this pandemic?
Like I said, I'm a medical practitioner, I'm a nurse. So during the outbreak of COVID-19, it has been challenging, but it was something we could handle. What we did first was our caregiver, we told them to stay away from the orphanage because they are not living here, they go and come back. So my brother moved into the orphanage with his family and they were here for about 4 months to take care of these children. So the children enjoy the benefit of me being a nurse because I take them health education every time. So if you ask them what COVID is, they know what it is, they know the signs and symptoms, they know the prevention, and I emphasize on that so much, giving them everything that has to do with COVID-19 because they still go out once in a while. The bigger girls go to the market and make sure they use their face masks. When they come in house, they must wash their hands. Then emphasizing on the fact that they must distance themselves from their friends at this moment because they have friends out there. There's no school within these premises. They all go out to schools and they have friends. They also have friends who come into the premises to play with them. So we have to also stop that. So we try to minimize visitor having direct contact with the kids like before. People come in to celebrate their birthday, family anniversary and so on. So at that moment, they have to meet my brother or meet me when I'm on ground, while the children are staying away from the visitors. When you came, you could see our bucket of water, soap and hand sanitizer. And people who are also supporting us, we told them we need this, we need that. I mean hand sanitizer and soap and so on.
COVID-19 is a viral infection which affects the respiratory system, and it is also affected through airborne and contact with people. Preventing myself against coronavirus, like washing my hands with soap and water for up to 20 seconds and using alcohol-based hand sanitizer, putting on a face mask or a face shield, and keeping social distance between I and people.
COVID-19 is a disease that can be spread easily through coughing, sneezing, and not keeping social distancing. If my friends come now, I will tell him to come in, then we are going to keep social distances about 1 meter, no shaking, no nothing, then talk 2 minutes or 1 minute. I will tell him to go.
My name is Deborah Fashola. I'm 12 years old. I've been here for 5 years. I attend King's Court Nigerian Primary School. I'm raising for supposed to be in JS1 by this time, but because of this pandemic, I'm not be able to do my common entrance examination.
COVID-19 is just a pandemic that occurred to us surprisingly, not expected by anybody. There has been a little disturbance to our education, but that does not mean that we shouldn't read against, because any time from now we are going back to school and we sit down for our external exam. That means WAEC. I've been reading ahead of my WAEC and I've been preparing, so it doesn't really bother me that much.
COVID-19, well, it didn't allow me to go outside to attend shows and also rehearsals. I was restricted at home, just to stay at home, just doing my stuff at home, rehearsing at home, and no food. We couldn't eat that much because normally we do eat 3 small meals in the house. Our meals has dropped because of the finance. Visitors were not able to come in. We couldn't get much from donors. Our matrons and patrons at home, they just have to look for some means for us to eat as much as we could. And electricity has not always been a friendly one for us. So the generator, we couldn't get much finance to buy petrol to get electric supply.
Oyiza Orphanage has a big dream, and the dream is to help every child out there who are vulnerable, who are susceptible to abuses of any kind, to ensure that they fit into the society positively and be able to impact their society positively through education and empowerment. Every child in this orphanage, from the teen age of 14-15, must go through vocational skill acquisition. So the hair I'm carrying on now was made by one of them. The skirt I'm wearing was sold by one of them. So we have tailor, we have hairdressers, and so on and so forth. So during the outbreak of COVID-19, we know that they are all at home. They don't have anywhere to go. There's no school. I engage them in so many activities. Like I told you, some of them are learning so many work. I have some who are learning how to make shoes, and we have a machine to design shoes. They learn how to use Ankara fabric to make so many things. Some are good in craft. They make Ankara bags, Ankara shoes, jean shoes. They make earrings, beads with Ankara. The beads I'm putting on were made by my kids. We take it week by week. The tailors will come out and design some clothes. We stay out there where we have in the evening. So they design so many clothes. They give me different designs. Some learn how to make hair ties, gele. So I try to keep them busy. Today we are making geles. Those who learn it will come out and show me their skills, and we document that. We have all those in our Facebook page and on Instagram. So the shoes, the bags, the Ankara, the wig they make, we display that. So I gave them all those.
We've been coping through our mom. She brings a program talent hunt that we express we do what we like doing most. So we play among ourselves, and during daytime we study with ourselves, among ourselves. So that's how we've been coping since the pandemic period.
During this pandemic period, I'll be learning from one of my brother how to make shoes. He taught us how to make shoes, sandals, palms, the children's footwear and the adults' footwear. We also went to the farm and work every Saturday and Tuesday with Wednesday.
Presently, I started learning fashion design during this pandemic period. After learning the skill and acquiring it and knowing it, I want to open a fashion house where I will employ people that are less privileged so that they could work and gain money.
Just being at home, everything was just bored. Thank God to our mommy, she brought some games and other stuff for us to keep us lively, just for us to enjoy the pandemic, the stay at home.
An orphanage home, a work of charity, taking care of other people's children all for free, and still having to pay a rent of 500,000 biannually.
The orphanage has been for a while in a rented apartment for over 20 years now, and we started paying a rent of the whole building with 80,000 naira. And like I said, the owner increases every 2 years. And from 80,000 naira now, we have paid 500,000 this year. And we are worried that we are getting closer to 1 million. So this is why we are calling on good Nigerians out there, philanthropists. We want them to come and do a very good thing in the life of these children. Give us a permanent shelter facilities. There was a time past, about 2 times, thief came in to this premises, an orphanage, and they raided all our food stuff. So, you know, I have to come out in the middle of the night. Then I was living here, not married yet, and I was saying, thief, please don't kill me, don't kill my children, just take away your food and give us peace. So, but that happened so many years ago. We just want to move from Okeado to a very more conducive environment, an environment that will also help the psyche of the kids, because I ensure that the children don't behave like the area they are.